staying on the ice. You always are covering our hockey for us, Blake.
I just tore my knee watching some of that figure skating.
Yes.
Really impressive stuff, Laura. Well, in November, the Minnesota Wild had a one-of-a-kind broadcast, a simulcast in Ojibwe to recognize the Native American heritage of the state. The night inspired Rock Ridge to host 2 Native American hockey nights, the second taking place this evening. Ojibwe is an indigenous language of the Algonquin family in the Great Lakes region. Gordon Jourdain, who called that Minnesota Wild game I referenced, he gave Rock Ridge the exact same experience tonight.
Got super excited already, and it's been a passion of mine to be able to do that. And certainly a privilege to be able to elevate the language into a platform where everybody can reach that level.
Great action to call. Let's go to the ice. A really great crowd tonight up in Rock Ridge or Virginia, Minnesota. 7 minutes in, I thought we were going to get a goal here, but Luke Sherlock somehow, some way keeps the puck out of the net. Let's go to the other side of the ice. William Shermione. He's going to find the corner crease. The Thunderhawks draw first blood, but it's the home team that's going to take this one. Rock Ridge gets the home win on a big night, 3-2, the final.